Most people think they're strong, but the truth is they're not. They're weak, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And what's worse, they don't even realize it. Nietzsche once wrote that he who cannot command himself will always remain weak. And if you look around today, you'll see exactly what he meant. We live in a world that rewards comfort, not strength, distraction, not discipline, weakness disguised as self-care. Most people have built their lives inside invisible cages, and they call it freedom. But Nietzsche believed that weakness wasn't an accident, it's a choice, a way of life. And unless you face the harsh truth, you'll keep living in quiet surrender, thinking you're strong while the world slowly breaks you down. So let's uncover why most people stay weak and how you can escape it. Weakness starts with the path of least resistance. Think about it. When faced with discomfort, most people retreat. They avoid challenges. They avoid conflict. They avoid responsibility, and in doing so, they avoid growth. Nietzsche called this the herd mentality, a life lived according to others' approval, where comfort is king and risk is the enemy. It feels safe, but safety breeds weakness, and over time, that weakness becomes your identity. You stop pushing, you stop striving, you stop becoming. Ask yourself, when was the last time you deliberately chose the harder path? When was the last time you leaned into discomfort instead of running from it? Nietzsche would argue that strength doesn't come from ease, it comes from struggle, from suffering, from what he called amor fati, the love of fate. To embrace life exactly as it is, pain included. But here's the paradox most people never see. The very pain they avoid is the same pain that could make them strong. Look at the modern world. We've never had so much abundance, so much convenience. Yet people are more anxious, more fragile, and more dissatisfied than ever. Why? Because strength doesn't come from scrolling. It doesn't come from comfort food or Netflix binges. It doesn't come from hiding behind excuses. Strength is forged in fire, and most people never step into the fire. Nietzsche warned that without struggle, humans decay. Without challenge, the soul withers. And without resistance, the spirit collapses. He said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." It's one of his most famous lines, but most people only quote it. They don't live it. Because here's the reality, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, if you face it head on. If you let it shape you instead of break you, otherwise it just leaves you bitter, resentful, and weak. Now here's the hard truth. Weakness is easy, it's comfortable, it's addictive, and it spreads like a disease. You see it everywhere. People avoiding responsibility, blaming circumstances, expecting life to get easier instead of demanding that they get stronger. Nietzsche saw this as the greatest danger of modern life, that humans would choose comfort over greatness, mediocrity over mastery, the last man over the overman. The last man is Nietzsche's picture of the ultimate weakling, someone who avoids struggle at all costs, who lives for shallow pleasures, who wants safety, comfort, and nothing more. He survives, but never truly lives. And Nietzsche's warning is chilling. Most people today are on their way to becoming the last man. But Nietzsche also gave us a solution. He believed that strength comes from self-overcoming, from facing your fears, from choosing to suffer with purpose, from creating your own values instead of borrowing someone else's. So how do you escape weakness in a world that constantly pulls you toward it? First, embrace discomfort. Stop running from hard things, seek them out. Whether it's physical training, learning a difficult skill, or facing uncomfortable truths. Every time you choose discomfort, you grow stronger. Second, take responsibility. Weakness thrives on blame. Strength grows from ownership. Own your failures. Own your struggles. Own your life. Nietzsche said, "Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself." Your strength is your responsibility, no one else's. Third, practice self-mastery. Most people are slaves to impulse, to dopamine, to distraction. But the strong, they command themselves. They build discipline, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. If you can't master yourself, the world will master you. And finally, seek meaning, not comfort. Weak people chase pleasure, strong people chase purpose. Nietzsche believed that life is suffering. But if you have a why, you can bear almost any how. When your life is tied to meaning, suffering becomes fuel instead of poison. Here's the brutal truth. Weakness isn't a curse you're born with. It's a habit you choose every day. And so is strength. Most people will keep living weak, but you don't have to. The question is, will you keep hiding in comfort? Or will you embrace Nietzsche's harsh truth and rise above the herd? Because in the end, Nietzsche wasn't trying to scare us. He was trying to wake us up, to remind us that life isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be conquered. And the people who conquer life are the ones who refuse to stay weak. If this message resonates with you, don't let it end here. Take this truth and act on it. And if you want more videos that dive into philosophy, motivation, and the fight to grow stronger in today's world, make sure to subscribe to Vox Says, because the next video could be the spark that changes everything.